Cash scarcity hits Taraba State as residents and business owners decry shortage. National Judicial Council recommends 11 justices to the Supreme Court. NDLEA officer hospitalized after gun battle with drug traffickers. And on the foreign scene, UN Secretary General says Gaza war will aggravate threats to international peace. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. My name is Chiamaka Nendu. Thank you for joining in. Residents of Taraba State are decrying the scarcity of Naira notes in circulation. The situation has led to a steep rise in withdrawal charges from point-of-sale operators, making everyday transactions difficult as residents who want to use cash. The report.
There's a growing concern over the inability of Nigerians to access adequate cash for their everyday transactions, despite the Central Bank of Nigeria's reassurance of sufficient cash in circulation. The current situation, which is reminiscent of last year's cash crisis during the Naira redesign policy by the Apex Bank, is unsettling residents in Taraba who are concerned about the impact on their livelihood. Banks now ratio withdrawals as ATMs run dry, with POS operators hiking the charges for transactions with customers.
Directly shortage of money is a great problem to this country. Even the masses are suffering. Now it is a time for people to jubilate their Christmas. In fact, if there is no money, in fact, they can't enjoy it because some people are illiterate. They don't know how to transfer money. Even talking about the digital issues, they are in a country that many people are not learning it. Nigeria is a country that is dominated by some illiterates, of which due to the situation, condition, and the humiliation of some leaders, of which they didn't create room for the masses to enjoy in this country. So for that, if the money is not in circulation, where will they going to get the money?
Not favorable at all. And I don't even know what Nigeria is becoming. You with your money, you can't access it. Even when I get to the bank to think of to go and withdraw money, that giving me a limited amount, I'm going to withdraw. I don't know where we're heading to.
Meanwhile, POS operators, who have become the lifeline for residents, say they are forced to charge higher fee due to the difficulties they face in accessing cash from banks.
Normally, before they used to give us 20,000 naira per withdrawal, and they came and reduced the money to 10,000 naira they came and reduced it to 10,000 naira. And we came these days again, they reduced it to 5,000 naira. And every withdrawal, they used to charge us. So once they charge us, we used to come out with little money. So if you come, presently we don't give out 5,000 naira. We don't give out 5,000 naira to our customers. But if you ask customer to pay 150 naira per 5,000 naira, at the end of the day, you end up being with your money.
The current scarcity continues to disrupt economic activities as the CBN works to address the shortage in cash supply within the system. It remains to be seen how soon a solution will come.
And the National Judicial Council has recommended the appointment of 11 justices to the Supreme Court bench. This was contained in a statement made available by the NJC's Director of Information, Soji Oye, on Wednesday. Oye said the swearing-in of all recommended candidates to the Supreme Court bench will take place after President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approves their recommendation and the Senate confirms their appointment. And he added that various heads of court recommended would be sworn in upon the approval of their appointment by the various state governors and subsequent confirmation of same by the respective state houses of assembly. And the recommended justices include Honorable Justice Jumai Sankei, Honorable Justice Chidiebere Nwaoma, Honorable Justice Chioma Egondu, Honorable Justice Haruna Simon, Honorable Justice Moore Aseimo, Honorable Justice Obande Festus, Honorable Justice Stephen Jonah, and Honorable Justice Habib Adewale, Honorable Justice Jamilu Yamama, Honorable Justice Abubakar Sadiq, and Honorable Justice Mohammed Baba Idris. Away from that now, 3 operatives of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency have been injured, with one left in critical condition after sustaining a gunshot injury to the head. The incident happened in the early hours of Monday, the 4th of December, during an operation at Opuje Forest in Edo State. The affected officers were rushed to the hospital for treatment, while the critically injured personnel had a major surgery on Wednesday. And some of the vehicles used for the operation were riddled with bullets. Following credible intelligence that drug cartels had again stocked their warehouses in a forest to start distribution of the psychotic substance to various parts of the country ahead of the Yuletide season. Teams of the NDLEA officers were mobilized to take the Edo forests and block the distribution of the illicit drugs by destroying their warehouses. Femi Babafemi, the Director, Media and Advocacy of the NDLEA, on Thursday stated that some of the warehouses containing about 6,000 kgs of cannabis was first taken down in Ujioba Forest in Eshon West local government area last weekend. The NDLEA teams, however, came under gunfire attack in the early hours of Monday, the 4th of December, when they approached the Opuje forest after the armed hoodlums had blocked all access roads in the community.
Blocking the road will be more than just and this firing we are firing, and assuring will be more than just come out. And again, the control will not be because the opening got the fear of straight bullets is what we are trying to look at and try to see how we can avoid it. So, what do you think we should do? What do you think we should do? Even our vehicle.
And tensions are simmering in Ilobu town of Osun State as farmers decry the impact of hoodlums who attack their farms, destroying their means of livelihood. The farmers say the development, if left unchecked, the authorities will undermine the agricultural productivity of the area. Hamid Oyebade filed in this report.
Farming is one of the major occupations of the people of Ilobu in Irekpodun local government area of Osun State. The recent communal clashes between the people of Ilobu and Ifon towns over land dispute disrupted the peace in the area. The farmers left their farms to avoid being killed. However, while peace has returned to the main towns, attacks persist in the villages and farm settlements. Despite the signing of the peace accord between Ilobu and Ifon towns, the people of Ifon are not allowing us to go to our farms as they keep attacking us with guns and machetes in our farms. They have destroyed our tools and other properties in our farms. They have also stolen our kola nut, yam, cassava, and maize. They prevented us from entering our farms, and they have stolen our yam and destroyed our kola nut. They set our property ablaze, and they made some of us to become beggars. Speaking on behalf of the Ilobu Ashake Development Union, Tahiru Babatunde called on the state government and security agencies to ensure safety of farmers and villagers.
The security, the soldier, the police, and the other paramilitary officers that are at Ojutu Bridge there, they don't have any business there. They should move to Ifon because there is no crisis there. They should move to the battleground where there is a problem. Along Ilajue Road.
The special advisor to the governor of the state on internal security and local matters, Omoyele Adekunle, assured the people of the area that the state government is committed to ensuring the safety of their lives and properties.
So they could not give a vivid account. But what we do is there's a motorized patrol now, a joint patrol by the military, by the police and the civil defense. So they go 24 hours along this route.
The State Commissioner of Police in the state, Ishaq Mohammed, also assured farmers and residents of adequate security in Ilobu and Ifon towns, as well as Osun State as a whole. Amid Oyegbade, Trust TV News, Oshogbo.
The Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, has debunked stories making the rounds online that a huge amount of money was budgeted for the renovation of his residence in the 2024 appropriations bill. There has been a backlash, especially on social media, following claims that 10 billion naira was budgeted for the renovation of the Chief of Staff residence and that 10.1 billion naira was also budgeted for his computer software. In a post on his official X handle, Gbajabiamila, however, said there was no provision in the 2024 appropriations bill for the renovation of his residence, adding that he lives in his private apartment. He said the amount quoted online was for renovating the presidential quarters in Dodan Barracks and the Vice President's Lodge in Lagos. The former Speaker of the House of Representatives added that the renovation includes overhauling the information management and communications facilities in the presidency to meet modern standards and to provide vehicles for the staff of the presidency. Gbajabiamila said healthy public debate about government actions require responsibility and engagement based on facts rather than insinuations. And public debate over the 2024 proposed budget continues as opposition political parties weigh in by calling on the National Assembly to actively review the appropriations bill to reflect the needs of Nigerians. The group of political parties made their position known at the press conference in Abuja while criticizing the financial plan of the Tinubu-led administration for lacking fiscal responsibility. Trust TV's Shafiu Suleiman reports.
The opposition parties are speaking in unison as public debate continues to gain momentum over the 27.5 trillion naira budget for the 2024 fiscal year. While opining on the state of the nation, the coalition expressed displeasure over the current economic climate amidst the living condition crisis faced by millions of Nigerians.
The security situation is not improving. It's getting bad. And for that reason, for him to have a conducive environment where people can invest domestically and internationally, the nation must be secured. Any nation that lacks the capacity to secure its citizens cannot think of attracting investors anywhere.
Steps do not show strategic move by the government to solve Nigerian problem. It has always been the way we've been having it, and we seem to be going in the same direction, and we believe something must shift. We feel that government should revisit its agenda.
Speaking on budgetary allocations, the opposition decried the spending pattern of the Tinubu administration, questioning the rationale behind spending billions of taxpayers' money to sponsor huge international trips for government officials.
I think it is outrageous and somehow anachronistic, because if you are going to bring in every society that developed today started by looking within for solutions to their problems.
Now, how do you reconcile that with the government in the last supplementary budget that is buying SUVs worth over 2 billion for the wife of the president? Is that even constitutional in the first place?
The opposition group also expressed reservation over the expected positive impact of the fuel subsidy removal by the APC government, which it says has deepened poverty amongst the people rather than help the administration save for the needed development in critical sectors of the economy. Shafiu Suleiman, Trust TV News, Abuja.
The National Association of Nigerian Students has called on the federal government to increase education budget and include students in the execution of the 2024 education budget proposal. NAN's national president, Comrade Emonefe Lucky, in a statement in Abuja on Thursday, made the appeal while speaking on the ongoing 2024 budget and appropriations process at the Citizens Town Hall meeting in Abuja. Lucky underscored the need for an increase in the budget allocated to education in the 2024 budget proposal. According to the NAS president, the federal government has allocated about 2.18 trillion naira for education in the 2024 budget proposal. And this figure represents 7.9% for education of the total 27.5 trillion naira budget proposal. NAN's president, who stated that a lot of factors hinder the development of the country's education sector at the moment, stressing the need for urgent intervention to prevent education from losing its standard. He also reiterated that the leadership of the National Assembly should include students in the execution of the education budget so as to monitor its impact in various institutions and on the lives and welfare of the Nigerian students. And this is Trust News Update. Coming up after the break. Single market workers on course for wage review to mitigate economic challenges. More news when we return. To stay tuned.
It's time to jackpot for more fun. This season, there are loads of exciting content. Enjoy all the drama, intrigue, suspense, and romance in a wide range of telenovela series, Nollywood movies, Bollywood, kiddies program, and introducing our new kiddies channel, Booing. After 5 years of waiting, the Nigeria Premier Football League is finally back, live and exclusively on Star Times.
Enjoy more this season with our jackpot promo. Recharge 2 months on Classic or Super Bouquet and get 14 days free, or recharge 2 months and get upgraded to a higher bouquet. Wow! Recharge now and jackpot for more fun and stand a chance to win Sundial TV and other fantastic gifts. Offer runs till January 20, 2024. Terms and conditions apply. Star Times. Entertain your family.
A dark trade is thriving here, in the heart of Mararaba, a bustling satellite town that stretches into Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory.
There is one business for town inside Abuja. They do kidney harvesting.
Abbas is one of at least 6 young men from Mararaba that have followed this dangerous path.
One of my friends called me and told me that there is one hospital that they used to sell kidney.
Selling organ is illegal, is unethical. The repercussions are many. One, on the donor himself.
Bai kamata ka kama yaro ko shi ne ya gaya maka yana so. Bai kamata ka dauki yaro ba shawaran iyaye. To yanzu da sun mutu za a yi zubar da gawawakin su kenan.
I don't want me to bury my son. I want them to bury me. But as this thing happened, they looking like just like ordinary picture.
The investigation is yet to be concluded.
The motive for the donation was money. And when they get the money, and the money will not be able to solve their problems, they ended up with regret. Most of them developed psychological issues. Some of them even got into depression.
Welcome back, and if you're just joining us, this is the news update on Trust TV. Here is a recap of the major stories. Cash scarcity hit Taraba as residents and business owners decry shortage. And the National Judicial Council recommends 11 justices to the Supreme Court. Nigeria's current economic climate means most business activities have been negatively impacted as Single Market Development Association commits to improving the wages of workers, which has been an issue of concern in the market. And Trust TV's Idris Jibrin reports that Single Market has been destabilized due to leadership struggle, which has been linked to poor services and price hikes. The report.
Market, one of Nigeria's largest commodity market and an extension of the popular Abubakar Rimi market in Kano. It has been estimated that thousands of people trade in here daily. But for several years, the Single Market has been threatened by the lack of coordination and central leadership of laborers operating in the market remain the challenges affecting the sustainability of mainly small businesses and laborers. Honestly, there is no standard rate of what they are paying us laborers in this market. But now, thank God, we have a Single Market Development Association, which is trying to
come up with a fixed price. And as I am talking to you now, this market union is trying to bring together all laborers in the market to address problems such as this. Singa Market Development Association was recently set up, and these youth are now tasked with the responsibility of identifying every shop owner, as well as censoring the number of laborers, wheelbarrow pushers, including truck owners and others trading here following repeated complaints about wages. By the time we finish this exercise, we would have identified a lot of problems we are facing in this market, especially the issue of increase in the price of goods and services, as well as the issue of laborers that we are having problem here and there. We would harmonize all these problems. We are taking their census, we are taking their numbers to know how many laborers we have, how many workers we have in this market, so that we will know how to harmonize their wage. According to the market leaders, in addition to harmonizing the laborers' wage, the new market structure intends to provide a conducive business environment for traders, big or small. This our new Singa Market Development Association is one of our major plans to see that we bring development to this market. We will sit down with the market leaders to identify various problems. We have come up with various issues. In fact, the issue of security, which we were having some problem with them, it's going to be solved. And we have already taken a step to solve the problem of laborers. We are harmonizing their wage. And even just not quite long ago, we sat down with the leaders of the market and also with the leadership of the laborers themselves here in this Singa market. And we have addressed all their problems. It may interest you to know that the issue of harmonizing their wage is a thing of the past at the moment. Although the largest commodity market in northern Nigeria, traders in Singa Market are often accused for arbitrary increase of prices of food items and other essential commodity. But with the new leadership structure in place, consumers are hopeful for change in this current high cost of living. Idris Jibrin, Trust TV News, Kano.
House of Representatives Committee on Customs has restated its commitment to ensure that the Nigerian Customs Service operates with integrity, efficiency and effectiveness to enable it to better contribute to Nigeria's economic prosperity and security. Chairman of the committee, Leke Abejide, stated that during the inaugural meeting of the committee on Wednesday in Abuja. The report.
The Nigerian Customs Service plays a pivotal role in the economic life of the country. Its functions in no particular order include collection of revenue, such as import excise duties and other taxes, anti-smuggling activities, generating statistics for planning and budgetary purposes, and monitoring foreign exchange utilization, among others. At the inaugural meeting, the House Committee on Customs reinstated its commitment to review existing policies to align with the international standards, such as the African Continental Free Trade Area.
We must strive to balance the need for revenue collection with the facilitation of legitimate trade, while also ensuring that our borders remain impenetrable to illicit goods and activities. I hereby crave the need for effective teamwork and collaboration. I am privileged to work with such experienced group of committee members.
In another development, the House Committee on Interior also had its inaugural meeting. It aims to focus on addressing the security challenges bedeviling the nation.
Our focus lies addressing the nation's security challenges with oversight, responsibility covering the Ministry of Interior, the Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps, the Nigerian Immigration Service, and the Nigerian Fire Service. To enhance internal security, we pledge on variable legislative support, emphasizing development technology, robust hardware.
Also, the Committee on Corporate Social Responsibility also held its inaugural meeting Chairman of the committee, Lilian Orogbo, in her remarks says the focus of the committee is to empower businesses through a robust legislation that will embrace CSR as a national extension of their core operation through interface and oversight.
We believe that every company, regardless of its size or sector, has a role to play in shaping a sustainable future. To achieve this, we will constantly engage all relevant stakeholders in an extensive dialogue with companies, non-governmental organizations, and expert stakeholders to understand the challenges and opportunities on the ground.
The committees are expected to begin screening of various stakeholders who are expected to defend their 2024 budget proposals.
And away from Nigeria now, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has written to the UN Security Council warning the public in order to break down in Gaza completely, and there is no means of getting aid over the border into the enclave. He also warned that the war of the Gaza Strip may worsen existing threats to international peace and security. The move is coming on the heels of the death toll in the occupied territories of Palestine, reported as topping 16,248 people, including 7,112 children and 4,885 women in Gaza since the 7th of October, according to a statement from the Hamas media office on Tuesday. And displaced civilians flee as Israeli forces encircle southern Gaza City. The letter represents the first time Guterres has invoked the article since he took over the role of UN Secretary General on the 1st of January 2017. And this move is widely considered to be the most powerful diplomatic tool at his disposal. In the letter, Guterres called for the Security Council to press to avert a humanitarian catastrophe and appeal for a humanitarian ceasefire to be declared in Gaza. And in sports, the Super Eagles of Nigeria will take part in a three-nation tournament as part of their preparations for the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. Burkina Faso and Democratic Republic of Congo are the two other countries that will be part of the competition. The tournament will take place in the United Arab Emirates, where the Super Eagles will also camp ahead of the AFCON. Burkina Faso and DRC are also among the 24 countries that will take part in the 2023 AFCON finals. The pre-AFCON tourney will take place in January 2024, as Côte d'Ivoire will host the AFCON from January 13 to February 11, 2024. The Super Eagles will take Equatorial Guinea in their opening game on the 14th of January 2024. And with that, we've come to the end of News Update on Trust TV. Do not forget to follow us across all our social media handles and join our YouTube live stream for more news, programs, and documentaries. My name is Chiamaka Nendu. Thank you for watching.